group of CryptoAcademy and also others. There's a special exclusive Community Marketing 2.0 webinar, and that is exclusively held by CEO and co-founder of Miniapps, Vitaly Gumirov. Actually, I could not ask Vitaly to speak in Dutch, because he's from Russia, and but English is very good. Good afternoon, everybody. On the left bottom, you can see a chat window. There you can put your questions. Jean-Paul Ruder is coming in also. Welcome. Jack van Hoof and others. Perfect. Anja Smits, welcome. Feel free to participate. This will be a short presentation about community marketing of Vitaly. There is room and space for questions. Jack is new, and it's feel free to ask questions. And as a short introduction, I'm Jan-Robert Schutte. I'm the co-founder, also CEO, co-CEO of CryptoAcademy, a #1 crypto community for traders in Holland, in the Netherlands. And in the beginning of October, I've been to Barcelona, and I met there at the ICO and IoT and blockchain conference. There were more or less 14,000 participants during these 4 days, and I met Vitaly, and we did also a short interview with him. It was very nice to meet him, and it was actually in better circumstances of the weather. It was I think plus 20 degrees, and now it's freezing in Amsterdam actually, and I don't know what is the temperature in Russia now, Vitaly, but Vitaly is, as I said, CEO of Miniapps, and they are constructing chatbots based on artificial intelligence, and that brings a lot of efficiency, of course, with help desk via the chat functions on the website, and especially for small and medium enterprise. But who can better explain than Vitaly? Thank you very much for your time, of course, for this webinar, and please introduce yourself to the group, and the floor is yours.
Okay, Jan, thank you very much for inviting me to participate in this webinar to make a presentation here. It is my pleasure to be here, and this is very good time, end of year, and after the Christmas in Europe, we have this webinar, and I thank everybody that you take your time and join for this webinar. We had ICO during October and November, and ICO have ended just in the middle of December, so it was very successful, and I want to make some presentation about what we had done in last several months, and I want to present our plans and roadmap for the next year. We focus our platform for community marketing, and I will do some introduction what we mean by community marketing 2.0. Miniapps is artificial intelligence and blockchain powered chatbot platform for community marketing 2.0. We have launched this platform in 2016, and ICO was in October and November. It has finished in December. We have existing clients already. Most of them are corporate clients in telecom, banking, fintech, and advertisement. We have several banks, several mobile telcos in different countries, and we are currently working in Russia, Kazakhstan, Philippines, and Nigeria already. And basically, Miniapps is the ecosystem where we have, from one side, partners who prepare customized chatbot solutions for different clients, including more than 300 million small and medium companies around the world. And on the other hand, we have template or chatbot developers who create chatbot templates, and partners and clients can use these templates and combine them into the customized solution using our very powerful visual builder. And at the end of this presentation, you will be presented some special offer, and you can register to participate in this special offer, to receive this special offer. And basically it is powered by our chatbot also. And the platform actually can allows developers to create universal chatbots which can run across different messaging platforms like Skype, Facebook, Telegram, Viber, Line, and many others. In last 3 months, we have several new customer cases. First of all, we have started project for Opera in Africa. Opera is launching some very new project in Africa, and we help them to deploy their service across different countries in Africa, including Nigeria and Kenya. We also have launched money transfer chatbot solution for Tele2. Tele2 is one of 4 leading telecom operators in Russia. We also have launched a project with Sberbank in Kazakhstan. Sberbank is #1 bank in former Soviet Union countries. We also have several new small and medium enterprise clients, and we also started working for ICO companies who are doing ICO, to help them do ICO community marketing. And this direction we see it is very very promising, because we see a lot of demand from the companies who are making ICO. Here I will explain what new technological features we have implemented in our platform in the last several months. As I said earlier, the platform itself was launched in commercial operation mode in 2016, and these are just new features which we had implemented in last several months. First of all, tomorrow we are launching partner support in our platform. So now our plans, which we announced in our white paper, are being started to come into reality. So now partners can register themselves and receive special bonuses based on Miniapps tokens in our platform. We also have launched special community chatbot feature, which helps companies to create customized solutions for gathering contacts right from the websites. And we have several clients already using this feature. We also have implemented integration for natural language processing and artificial intelligence with the ChatMe platform. ChatMe platform is actually one of our partner companies with whom we do several projects, especially for banks. And this would allow banks to have in-house installations of mini apps and natural language processing based on ChatMe platform. And this is very important for security reasons, especially for banks and for telecom operators. We also have launched the so-called MVP or first version of community marketing tokenization, and we will start to deploy implementations for mostly ICO companies in the beginning of 2018, and we also plan to use this solution for ourselves, for our other project, which is called Kirik, and I will explain it in more details later in this presentation, and we will present about this new project in January conference, which CryptoAcademy organizes in Amsterdam on January 20. We also have launched community notification feature. This is also a very important feature for community marketing and for building the communication inside the communities based on chatbots. Okay, now I want to make some. I want to go deep in some details about what is community marketing and what we bring new into this picture. Most common channels for working with communities now are websites and social networks, and each of them has significant drawbacks. First of all, it's very difficult to build personal or personalized communication based on websites, and it's difficult to establish personal interaction with particular persons or individuals to give them personalized content or offers and the contact which these individuals want. And the reasons for this is that the web technology itself doesn't allow to collect visitor contact information, and most web visitors remain anonymous. And even if email address is available, it usually doesn't help to establish communication with the visitors, specifically because of spam filters and because email is not that efficient communication channel, like for example messengers. And messaging to mobile phone is most effective, but the problem is that people do not want to leave their phone numbers, and on the other hand, SMS is too expensive for community marketing. On the other side, social networks like Facebook, they cannot share their users' personal data, and instead of this, they want to become like a hub between the advertiser or companies, businesses, and from one side, and the users from the other side. So they provide advertising tools instead of this. And basically, social networks like Facebook tend to monopolize users' data, and this means that using social networks as a channel for personal communication is problematic, basically. Let's consider Telegram Messenger as an example of how messengers can be used for building community marketing 2.0. It's basically very good and complementary to web and social media marketing because it allows direct communication between individual and businesses. It can use social network users' personal data and activities. And Telegram and other messengers are available on mobile phones, and they enable automation of complex communication with chatbots because they provide special APIs for building such kind of communication. For sure, messengers and like Telegram or Facebook Messenger are not a replacement for social networks and websites, but they need to be considered as complementary tool, and they help to increase the effectiveness of the community relations. community communication using Telegram have three traditional options. First of all, you can build chatbots for building the communication between your business and your community. So chatbot provides personal communication channel. It allows to implement different interactive scenarios like questionnaires, tests, payments, frequently asked questions, chatbots based on artificial intelligence, for example, like what we have in our Telegram group. So you can go to Miniapps Telegram group and check our artificial intelligence based chatbot asking frequently asked questions. And chatbots are also very good in providing personalized notifications. The other way is to have so-called channels in Telegram. Channels are like Twitter channels, and this is one-to-many communication. They mostly used for distributing news information on news announcements. And the third option is to build the community group. This is basically many-to-many communication space where people can communicate with each other. Basically, members of the community can communicate with each other, and groups can be used also for building discussions, and for sure, groups can be used for sending out news to your community. Community chatbot brings web, social media marketing, and Telegram together. So it allows to get users' contact information from the web, for example. It also allows to cross-references links with channels and groups. And community chatbot allows to gather statistics. It also allows natural language processing, meaning that unlike web, it simplifies the communication based on conversational user experience using artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, for example, people can much more easily get some help or find some information on your service using this technology. Community chatbot also allows notifications and bulk messaging, and you can also use it for sending out, for providing tests, different polls, questionnaires, different interactive scenarios for bonus points and payments. So, for example, we are using one of our clients uses a chatbot solution for payments on petrol stations. I'm using it actually every week, several times a week. When I go to petrol station, so I'm using chatbot for paying out. Well, how do we get user contact information? Basically, on the web, you can provide free content or bonus points can be offered on a website. And so basically, you need to provide some incentives for users to switch to your chatbot. And to get these incentives, user follows the link that leads to the community chatbot. And when the user contacts the chatbot, chatbot automatically obtains his Telegram ID, and after this, the communication with this user can be personalized, basically, because we can analyze user's behavior and we can engage him into the communication based on his behavior. So this slide basically illustrates how we see the community life cycle, where we have from one side offline part of the communication between the business and the user, and on the other side we have online part. In offline part, tokenization can be used to build and to engage people into the communication with the chatbot. So, for example, when people go and pay on a petrol station using chatbot, basically you can engage people from the offline world into the online user experience through the chatbot, or you can engage people by providing them bonus points and loyalty system in the retail shop, and you can engage them into the communication with the chatbot. Or you can provide them some discounts or coupons, and by offering them to get into the chatbot and download the coupon inside the chatbot. And on the other side, on the website, for example, in online world, you can convert people from the website into the chatbot by giving them incentives, like, for example, free video, free content on the website. But people need to switch first to the chatbot from the web to get this free content. Basically, tokens potential is much wider, and but the most simple way for managing tokens is through the chatbot. And this is very important because the simpler user experience, the more users will be using this technology, and this would allow to engage more broader audiences into the communication, and this basically would create more potential, more marketing potential for businesses. So we see a lot of potential in the community marketing based on chatbots and tokenization based on the blockchain. And what we want to do, and what we actually have implemented already in our MVP, is tokenization based on a blockchain, where tokens which are provided by the business to the users from one side represent some incentives, and on the other side they can be traded on a secondary market. So, for example, this would allow regular businesses to create some kind of bounty campaigns to engage their community into the marketing activities, so that community members can promote businesses through social networks, or writing articles or something like this, or creating video for YouTube. And these community members will be incentivized by the blockchain-based tokens, and these tokens will be available through simple wallet on the chatbot. And on the other side, these tokens can be traded because they are based on the blockchain, and this would create a big secondary market for tokens issued by small and medium enterprises. And the key for this is basically the simple user experience, which is based on the chatbots, because chatbots are something which is pretty much clear to most people, because most people are now using different messengers like Telegram, Viber, Facebook, WhatsApp, and something like this. So to make this happen, we plan to launch our own blockchain, which will be powered by Miniapps. And this is basically next generation blockchain, which will help to make tokenization and smart contracts simpler. It is basically Ethereum-based blockchain based on Ethereum source code, and it is based on proof of work and KRK coin. And the key feature in this blockchain will be semantic smart contracts. Semantic smart contracts is a new concept, new revolutionary concept for creating smart contracts. It will provide user-friendly tokenization based on chatbots, and it will reward community members for useful community activity, and it will be based on Miniapps artificial intelligence chatbots and assistants. Why we have chosen this way? Because community tokenization with Ethereum is too complicated. First of all, blockchain itself is too complicated for end users, and Ethereum blockchain has experienced scalability problems, which resulted in that the transactions in Ethereum are too slow. And on the other side, Ethereum has now high transaction cost because Ethereum prices go up on the crypto market. And another reason is that smart contracts in Ethereum are too complicated for development, and there are very high costs of smart contract development because of the complexity of the programming and development model. And there is no automatic verification in Ethereum. This is basically a mathematical problem which we have solved in semantic smart contracts. But in Ethereum, this is very important issue, which resulted in very high cost of verification because it's not automatic, and people, very high profile specialists need to be involved to do the verification of the smart contracts. And everybody has heard about big issues with Ethereum smart contracts like hacks, for hacks of different wallets, and when companies have lost tens of millions of US dollars because of bugs and issues in the smart contracts in Ethereum. What prevents Ethereum from entering mass market is that speed of transactions is too low in Ethereum, and the cost of so-called gas or cost of execution of smart contracts is too high because it is linked to the price of Ethereum itself, and there is no user-friendly tokenization technology suitable for community marketing and social media marketing in Ethereum. That's why we don't see too much use cases for Ethereum outside of using Ethereum for ICOs. And we had discussed these issues with several crypto community members who are trying to implement some new projects based on Ethereum, and most of them they agree with our points that we need to find some new solutions for these important issues in the smart contract industry. That's why we created this new revolutionary concept of Kirik 2.0 blockchain. It actually allows very easy tokenization, and these tokens will be easy to send and receive using chatbot wallets and easy bounty campaign management. They will be powered by Miniapps chatbots and artificial intelligence assistants, and they support for social networks and messengers. And the most important feature or key feature in Kirik is semantic smart contracts. We work together with several partners. One of them is the Institute of Mathematics of Russian Academy of Sciences here in Siberia, and another partner is the company called Libretto Labs. This company has created semantic modeling programming language already, and they are using it for several business, for several commercial projects for corporations. What we are planning to do, we plan to integrate this technology with the blockchain or adapt it for the use for smart contracts, and this would allow regular people, not only programmers, to create smart contracts. And this technology would allow to create smart contract templates, and other people can use those templates to create their own customized smart contracts. And this technology will do integration with artificial intelligence and machine learning oracles, and this would allow also automatic verification because of mathematical foundations of the semantic modeling. We also plan to implement Visual Builder, and this is basically the first mathematically proven smart contract theory. And the platform itself allows to create powerful domain-specific languages. This means that specialists in different problem domains, like for example, legal specialists or lawyers can create some semantic contracts, or specialists in regulatory issues or government officers can create their own specific smart contracts, or specialists in different industries can create their own specific smart contracts in using domain-specific languages. And on the other side, this blockchain rewards community members for useful activity. So basically, we will have partners network, template developers for smart contracts, and this platform would allow to create legally bound smart contract templates. And on the other side, unlike other smart contracts platforms like Ethereum, for example, or Tezos or EOS, we are going to start with existing business cases based on Miniapps, and we also are talking with our other partners, like for example Brixby and Foodcoin, who are also interested in using Kiric blockchain for their own projects. So we see very good potential for Kiric wider adoption. This is the comparison table between Ethereum and Kiric. So basically, we are using the same mining algorithm like in Ethereum, and tokenization is possible in Ethereum and in Kiric, but we see that gas price will be much lower in Kiric, and simplicity of wallets is much better in Kiric, unlike Ethereum. So this would allow to cater to create solutions for much wider audiences and much wider market. And simplicity of smart contracts in Kiric will be much simpler comparing to Ethereum. And there are also some next generation features, like for example, semantic smart contracts and rewards for useful activity and tokenization 2.0, which we are going to see in Kiric. And this is our roadmap for the next year. So basically, we had started in 2017. We have launched Miniapps token during ICO, and this Miniapps token is going to be converted to Kiric coins during phase 2 in 2018. Now Miniapps token is available on the Ether Delta crypto exchange, where you can go and buy Miniapps tokens. In the first quarter, we plan to launch phase 2 with some pre-sale stages, and in the first quarter we also plan to launch Kirik blockchain in testnet mode and in fully production mode end of the first quarter or in the beginning of the second quarter. In the next year, we will list Kirik coin on crypto exchanges, and tokenization for community marketing will be possible to implement from the beginning of 2018 already, and we have several clients with whom we are working on implementing tokenization solutions for community marketing. And in the beginning of 2019, semantic smart contracts will be available to public. So we want to offer special bonus for CryptoAcademy community members, which will be available until 15th of January. We offered you to join our whitelist for pre-sale of the Kirik. You can register in our Telegram bot. This is the URL of this bot. You just can click. If you have Telegram on your computer or on your smartphone, you just when you click this link, you will be presented chatbot inside the Telegram. If you don't have Telegram, you just can download and register in Telegram. You need to enter this code, CryptoAcademy December 17. There is a button with this code in this chatbot, and you just, when you register, you can provide your Ethereum address, and this Ethereum address will get this special bonus. The details on the pre-sale and how to use Miniapps tokens in pre-sale of Kirik will be presented in the upcoming conference in Amsterdam on January 20. So you will receive 40 bonus when exchanging using Miniapps tokens for pre-sale of Kirik. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm ready to answer your questions.
Yes, Vitaly, thanks for your presentation. We will not let you off the hook at this moment. Thank you for your extended presentation. It was very interesting. I would like to put a question for you that Kees de Ruiter says, so Kirik is a new Ethereum 2.0. Is that true, or is it a little bit too high?
Well, actually, Kirik is something completely new. We are using Ethereum blockchain for so-called anchoring. So we are going to have completely new engine for executing smart contracts, and I don't want to share details right now, technical details, because we plan to discuss this in more details in January conference.
Okay, and for your information, actually, Vitaly, the venue will be in near Amsterdam. It's not Amsterdam. Okay, I know that Holland is for you Amsterdam, of course, and but it will be near Utrecht, the central of Holland. But
okay,
but you will find the details. I've got a question about. Doesn't make any difference if you buy the MAT already, then the Miniapps token, and then convert it to the Kirik, or is it? Does it make any sense that, for instance, you get extra bonus to buy MAT now and convert later to Kirik, or doesn't make any sense, or that doesn't make any difference?
Well, if you use this special bonus, and register in this whitelist with this code, so you will have the difference, basically.
Okay, great. And actually, so we are very yeah, pleased to have you, of course, the 20th of January in Munich at the ICO event, and also people who did not never do something ICOs. I will have a small presentation afterwards. And yeah, the thing is that the Kirik program, is it also for, yeah, you are aiming the small and medium enterprises? Huh?
Well, yes, we
And
want to
when we
make
talk,
smart contracts also available to much broader market comparing to Ethereum itself. So now Ethereum can be used only by specialized companies who are doing ICO, for example, or by corporations who are trying to implement Ethereum and Solidity-based smart contracts for corporate solutions. What we want to do, we want to make smart contracts available for small and medium enterprises also. And this is very close to the idea of chatbots.
yeah, and also you said in Barcelona as well, the barber has to cut hair, and the restaurant has to prepare food. For instance, they don't have time to be programmers, and so and also these. But I think that I agree that with you. The community is very strong. If you build a relationship with the community, and then your application is very helpful for that. You don't have to be a techie, or it's very easy also for non-techies to implement your solution.
Yes, basically semantic smart contracts are based on mathematical logic, and if you look on a regular contract, yes, in a regular contract we have definitions and rules, and most of rules are like, if this event, then do this. In case of this, do this. So basically we want to make something similar for creating smart contracts, and mathematical logic allows to do this basically, and this is what semantic smart contracts.
Okay, it sounds very good. And you are also using this protocol, your solution, in your own Telegram group as well. You test it, of course. What is your experience?
Well, our experience is that the help desk solution or FAQ bot which we are using in our Telegram allows us to reduce the cost of support for the community by 80%, meaning by 5 times. So it is 5 times cheaper comparing if we don't use such kind of solution. And on the other side, we started to implement this for gathering contact information from the websites. We have started this for one of our partners and clients, and we see very good potential. So all of our marketing and web marketing efforts for our group, including Miniapps website and iLine website and some other our websites, we will be using community chatbots for gathering contact information and for building the community from the web visitors.
Okay, and then how about the revenue model? What is your business model with Kirik? Where is yeah, where do you earn money with? How does it look like?
Kirik itself will be non-profit community, and we see that members of this community will be implementing commercial-based oracles, so-called oracles, or external smart contracts. And these oracles can be launched from or can be used by other semantic smart contracts. And in this case, users of these oracles will be paying to the owners of this oracle. And this is the way to monetize the participation in this community for the developers and for providers of the information and for providers of the solutions. So, for example, there would be the Oracle which can implement payments, and this Oracle can be implemented by a fintech company or by the bank, for example, and those smart contracts who are using this payment gateway Oracle, they will be paying for using this. Or you can provide, for example, artificial intelligence based solution for user authentication using Face ID or using voice, for example, or using fingerprint, for example. And the provider of this Oracle will be paid in Kirik by the users of the semantic smart contracts, which use this Oracle. So in more details, I will present this in January in Holland.
Okay, yeah, that's very good, and I will take a look if I can type a question. I try to start a poll that who did already an ICO. I cannot. I will take a look where I can find it.
Okay. I see the question. Can a website builder buy a license of Miniapps and integrate it into their website? Well, basically, you can use Miniapps now and integrate Miniapps into your website. So you just can go to our website, Miniapps.pro, register and create the Miniapps chatbot and integrate into your website.
Ah, yeah. Okay, single question, multiple choice. Yes, single question. Yeah. Nee. Okay. Okay, that's good. I'll take a look if I can put somewhere. Okay, maybe I can put it here. Yeah, I try to put the poll. Okay, I will just ask in the group. Who is new in the ICO market? In other words, who did never do something with ICOs, initial coin offerings? And I will put my short presentation, Vitaly, for 5-6 minutes, if you permission, of course. I put also the link for the. Okay. So the white Miniapps will be on the Maps bot, but with the code CryptoAcademy dash dex 17, then will be listed. It's in the chat thing. And okay, Dick says not yet. Case not yet, but you will be at in Bunnik, of course, 20th. Florence is also not. I will put a kind of yeah. I will take a look if that's okay. Yeah, I will put my presentation short. We already did some presentations or ICOs actually, and that was of a pillar. Was the first one was 221% gain. It was our first. Yeah, that was our first ICO. It was very good, and we are very pleased. Of course, it's a decent gain. Not every ICO is successful, of course, because there are many pitfalls you have to take a look at. One is one trap is, for instance, that you do every ICO which is coming in front of your feet on the road. That's not good. And the other one is Electroneum, and it's a kind of mobile application there where you can mobile mine Electroneum. It went up from went up more than 1,000% from 7/10 of cent to 10 cent. Crypto 20 is kind of index, so we followed also, and it is tracking 20 constituents of the crypto market, the 20 biggest ones, and it gained 180%. And recently, a Dutch ICO was with the ticket servicing on the blockchain to disrupt the ticket service. And who knows, for instance, who bought a ticket for a game or a concert, and the event organizer charged a lot of money. Or worse, you could not take the ticket, get a ticket, and you had to buy it on the open market and second-hand market with double the price, for instance. And yeah, so we will also put some pitfalls on the 20th of January. Yeah, to take a look at which is the pitfall, what are the dangers, what are the opportunities, of course. And that will be in Bunnik. All the ins and outs about ICOs, and also, of course, 3 or 4 parties will come, including Vitaly, for instance, and you can ask all the questions. We are rating ICOs also based on our own checklist and our experience. How to avoid pitfalls is very important, and our motto is always to show, to do together, and to do itself. So what our aim is also, when you go there to the ICO, yeah, it costs 247 euros, for instance, and then you get also tokens in your wallet, so you can participate at the ICOs, and then we will do that together. As I said, there are CEOs and also co-founders, and it's very interesting because also in Barcelona I've been there. It's always very valuable that you can ask questions. So do your math, do your homework, and have some questions. We will also illustrate how to construct an ICO portfolio, and you have to be careful not to put all the money in one ICO, but select a few. And because this also for the risk, of course, for instance, 10% of your capital to dedicate on ICOs. And I don't know how Vitaly is taking a stance on it. He says also put all the money on Miniapps, but that is not think, Vitaly. Do you agree that also with investing also in ICOs to diversify? What is your
Yes,
take?
I agree with this. Actually, I myself participated in several ICOs during this year. I invested in CryptoTel, in SOM, and in Dent. So SOM is not that good, and CryptoTel is not that good, but Dent actually I made 13x in Ethereum. And
Okay,
if I calculate since the summer, it's about 40 times.
Forta is great. And what was your worst ICO? What was a mistake? You said, okay, you can give that as a bonus now, where you have to take a look at. Be careful.
I think I need to wait when SOM and Encrypted will do something. But for sure, SOM is not as good as Dent, because I actually knew this when I invested in SOM, because actually Dent is a working business, and SOM is just a very fresh young team starting new project without any business background. So I just want to see how these young guys will perform in the coming year.
Great. And but you have always to take a look if the initiative you're watching at it does it suit you, and do you have a feeling with it, of course, and do you see potential? Also, we give full time to the CEOs, and also to Vitaly, of course, and you can ask them questions. Also, at the end of the day, it will be from 9 to 9:30. No, 6:30. No, 5:30. Don't be too crazy. It's one day, and at the end of of the sessions at the day, there will be also an ICO panel discussion with some experts. Also, if Vitaly would also like to join, feel free to be a participant in the panel discussion, Vitaly. So that's very good. And we'll take a look if the next slide is coming up. Yeah, and for now, this will also put a bonus, of course. We'll put the Ethereum of €60, and what we also are planning also to do is for the the people who are subscribing now within 7 minutes, we will put the the Ether on 0.12, and we will give 20% extra, and for the only 7 minutes. And we will also do an extra ICO evaluation seminar for the first 12 or 15 participants space still, and it's very good that we also during the day will participate. And Vitaly also said if he will be around, would glad to also join this evaluation seminar within for 6 weeks after that. And if it's too far for one day, one evening, Vitaly, or one afternoon, then we can also do a special webinar, of course, about the progress. Of course, you will hand over the ICO checklist, and of course, for you, the first month premium membership. And the discount is not 397, but only 247, including VAT. And it will be in Bunnik near Utrecht. Actually, I will show you later. Vitaly, and it's from Saturday, 20th January, from 9 to 5:30. And I will put a link for you there. We'll take a look if I can put the link. So, and maybe 7 minutes will be fine. And then in the middle of this presentation, you see in the screen register. AML for ICO, that means register. And maybe you have something special. Why, in your opinion, you should go there as an attendee, of course, because you will be there, Vitaly. But is there something else what you would like to say to the participants or potential participants? Why to join this day, this hands-on Investors Day, that you learn how to participate in an ICO?
Well, actually, I think this is very good opportunity for potential investors meet teams and founding members of the ICO projects, and you can evaluate from your first-hand experience. You can actually talk directly to these people and see if this project is real, and see if their experience is real, what they claim on the website, for example. Because you see, it's very difficult to evaluate projects through the screen of the computer or through the screen of the smartphone. It's much better when you meet people face to face and can talk to them and see if what they claim on the internet is real, and see if they have maybe something more, not only what they have on the internet. And from my experience, actually, I had meetings with investors during different conferences. So, for example, last time I had meetings in Moscow in December in crypto space conference. So it was very good for myself as a founding member of my company to meet face to face with the investors. And I think that for investors it was also very useful because they see what our plans, and they can get some insider information which can help investors to make some important decisions.
And I think also that you have also knowledge and also, of course, in your area with artificial intelligence and with Miniapps, but also with your expertise and also with your LinkedIn or linked connections. That is also very valuable. Yesterday I was also talking with a startup within a startup place, and I could have get a contact with some guys who is also an ICO advisor in Luxembourg, and he's also very good insights. So also for investors who want to participate in ICOs, and he's trying to schedule to come also for to attend to watch this ICO seminar, and also the participants are able to mingle and also to ask questions, and this is very valuable. What I found out in Barcelona as well, that you meet also other people with the CEOs, founders, co-founders, also other investors, and that is very very useful. And yeah, and that is very very good. And also, Vitaly, I met you also in Barcelona. You asked also to advise you on in the as a team member for community marketing, community and constructing, building, and yeah, this is very useful to know people also around you, because investing is already difficult, and the nice thing of ICOs, you don't have to have knowledge of buying and selling, or like shares or options, and this is very easy entrance. But you have to, of course, diversify risk, and but the risk return is good. And so this is what I want to say as a conclusion. And yeah, maybe if there are other questions, I see Anja also, Dick van Zoelen. Thank you for your participation, of course, for this webinar. And yeah, if there's no other questions, I would like to conclude soon. Dick, Vitaly, Dick says he will meet Vitaly on the 20th of January and CryptoAcademy, and it's valid until 15th of January. And he would like to have to a little bit more time to decide. But well, actually, on 20th of January, you will see. So that, but you can address this directly to Vitaly. So what Dick is also saying, that also the 15th of January, the offer, it could also be the 5 days later when we meet each other then in Amsterdam or in Holland.
Well, actually, we will have other options. So we will provide some other special offers during this January conference in Holland.
Great. Yeah, we like options, as you know, Vitaly, as option traders. So that's very good.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I don't think there are other questions. Maybe my business partner, Harry Clip, maybe has some sharp questions. Okay. Not sharp questions. And on behalf of the CryptoAcademy team, Eefje, Hans, Harry, and me, I would like to thank you, of course, Vitaly, for your time for this webinar, and we'd like to see you in Amsterdam, of course, in Holland, in the 20th of January in Holland. And we would like to say to you, have a good changing of the year and a healthy and financially healthy 2018, of course. And Kees Red says, great show. Thank you, Kees. We will speak to each other later during this course of the weeks. And we see each other 20th of January. And Dick, also thank you for your participation. Also Kees for the 20th. And to the others, have a good end of the year and changing of the year. And good luck with investing.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here. And I wish you a happy new year, happy coming new year, and all the best in the coming 2018. Thank you very much, Jan. Thanks a lot.
Great, Vitaly. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.